and the Bulls go through their pregame routine. We've got the Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. I'm Kevin Harlan. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams.
The guy who won't let things go from bad to worse when they're on the wrong side of a run. That's when he kind of steps up, rallies his teammates, and kind of turns them back into the right direction.
And another thing about him, Steve, true or not, is that he sees himself as the unquestioned leader of this team. He's not afraid to really get on his teammates if they're not performing up to par. Hey, people had no idea, guys, how the Bulls were going to do last season dealing with the Rose injury, but they showed very quickly that they're going to be a team in the hunt, and they were still going to be hard to beat at home.
And it's Chicago to start out. Wants to get it off to Noah and does. That's good. Noah's got the opening basket here. They knew how to close out games.
Well, they defend, and that's the main thing. If you want to finish and close out games, you have to be able to defend and rebound. And that's what Tom Thibodeau's teams are always all about, and this year is no exception.
Rose dishes to Boozer. He drains the turnaround jump shot.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, if you
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. The jump hook, and Horford finishes inside. Shot clock at 6. Butler off a pick from Boozer. Butler goes in. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Jimmy Butler was the last pick around back in 2011 by the Bulls. And last season, I tell you what, he really brought to light to the table.
First one falls for him. And for Jimmy Butler, what a story of mannerisms of his character.
Well, it sure shows in his play, doesn't it? I mean, just the way he hustles and draws foul.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second.
Happy with how hard he's ridden his top players. Luol Deng missed. Noah came down with plantar fasciitis. Hey, those things happen, and I'm not quite sure you can put that at the feet of Tom Thibodeau.
And the layup just gift wrapped.
Outside Dang. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Boozer. Horford with the block. But he stays with it. Butler kicks to Boozer. Outside Rose. Back to Boozer. They shoot again. That's good. And going back to top 10 big minutes, Steve, these days.
I think it's going to be really interesting going forward to see this Bulls team this year and beyond. Will that wear them down?
Free throw line jump shot. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Millsap. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands. From deep, Rose. That's good. Rose has got himself on the board with 3. Puts it up. Off the left rim and out.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Now here's Boozer. Ring shot on the way. The rebound by Corver.
You know, Boozer had his name floated around at the trade deadline last season, guys. There were a number of teams that were very interested.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it's still nearly.
Rose dishes to Heinrich. Gibson inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Now here's Heinrich. Feeds it to Dunley. Poked away, and so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Another 3 for Chicago.
Nice play there on that inbound.
Here's Schroeder. There's the dish to Horford. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free. That one is off. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Here's Rose. The shot is off. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Bulls out front. They're up by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.